Golf is supposed to be the calmest of all sports, a place where precision and respect go hand in hand.
I love the atmosphere. I love how different it is. But the throwing of beer cans.
You know, you see them there together. An American fan is heckling Justin Rose, saying you can't make that putt.
But what happens when fans cross the line, turning fairways into battlegrounds of chaos and unsportsmanlike behavior? From throwing cans into the course to yelling during a crucial backswing, some fans have gone from passionate supporters to outright distractions. It's not just embarrassing, it's game-changing. So when did golf fans stop clapping and start ruining the game? Let's start off with 2018 British Open Tiger yell.
Rose and McIlroy.
Going with the driver, so we were down there with Rory.
Tiger Woods is in his zone, right? It's the 72nd hole of the British Open in 2018, and every shot counts.
Well, if he hits a good one,
And he has to hope Molinari gives one back.
He's mid-backswing, concentration dialed up to 100, and suddenly, some genius in the crowd decides this is the perfect moment to yell at the top of his lungs. Like, what? Who even does that? You can see Tiger flinch, but somehow, he still manages to hit a decent shot. Honestly, that's what makes him Tiger Woods. But his face right after says it all. Pure frustration.
There's a little yell in Tiger's swing.
Here's the thing, this guy wasn't just trying to cheer or whatever. He probably thought he'd get his 15 seconds of fame. Maybe he wanted to go viral on TikTok or end up on a crazy sports moments reel. But seriously, this isn't some internet stunt playground. It's golf, a sport where silence is golden. Tiger handled it like a pro though. He kept his cool and focused on the game, even though it was clear he was annoyed.
Ball seems to be okay.
that was not nice.
The worst part? That yell might have cost him a shot at joining the leaders. But hey, at least we all learned a valuable lesson. If you're in the crowd, maybe just keep your mouth shut until the shot's over. Next is 2016 Honda Classic heckling.
There was actually some rowdy fans this morning on 16.
Now, this one's a mix of annoying and kind of funny, depending on how you see it. So Justin Thomas is playing in the 2016 Honda Classic, trying to focus on his game. Meanwhile, there's this one guy in the crowd who just won't stop yelling insults. He's shouting stuff like, "I hope you hit it in the water," over and over again.
Really, you're going to get a fan kicked out of the game or out of the match because he said, "Hey, your ball needs to go in the sand trap."
Like, dude, why are you even here? JT tries to ignore it at first, but eventually he's had enough. He turns around, calls the guy out, and asks security to kick him out. The guy, of course, clams up when confronted. Classic, right?
On the PGA Tour every year is the Phoenix Open, and the fans are like cheering and jeering.
Later, JT felt bad about the whole thing and apologized on Twitter, saying he might have overreacted. But honestly, can you blame him? You're out there trying to win a tournament, and someone's basically rooting for you to fail. That's not just rude, it's distracting.
I just didn't see a place for that particular person to be yelling at us.
Golfers are under so much pressure already, they don't need someone chirping at them like it's a high school basketball game.
At the Honda Classic and continued every week we play. I love you guys.
Fans like that ruin the vibe for everyone. Golf is supposed to be about respect for the players and the game itself. So if you're ever at a tournament, maybe just cheer when it's appropriate and leave the trash talk at home. On number 3, we have 2013 Vijay Singh Antler Gate drama.
Singh claims he was misled by supplement maker Mitch Ross.
Oh man, this one's a bit of a throwback, but it's too ridiculous to ignore. Vijay Singh shows up at the 2013 Players Championship, already dealing with a ton of drama. Why?
And caught by surprise when his admission to Sports Illustrated that he used deer antler spray.
Because he'd just been caught up in a scandal involving deer antler spray. Yep, apparently it's a thing, and apparently it's considered a performance-enhancing drug. Naturally, the fans weren't about to let him live it down.
The 34-time tour winner has been silent on the subject since filing the suit in 2013.
One guy really went all out. He showed up wearing deer antlers. Like, he thought, yeah, this is my moment. And then there were the constant heckles.
Singh claims he was misled by supplement maker Mitch Ross and caught by surprise.
People yelling stuff like bum and making jokes about antlers. It wasn't just annoying, it was relentless. Singh tried to keep his cool, but by the 18th hole, he'd had enough. When one particularly bold fan shouted, "Vijay, you suck," Singh fired back. And honestly, good for him.
It was all natural, I was told. And when somebody tells me it's a totally natural product,
the fan was speed walking away like a coward, but Singh wasn't going to let him get the last word. It's moments like these that make you wonder, are people there to watch golf or to create drama? And how can we miss 2022 TPC Scottsdale Beer Mayhem?
It's so tough, but it's worth the reward right here.
Now, this one's wild in the best and worst ways. Sam Ryder's playing the 16th hole at the TPC Scottsdale, and he hits an absolute beauty, a hole-in-one. The crowd loses their minds, which, fair enough, that's an epic moment. But then it gets crazy. Fans start chucking beer cans and water bottles onto the course like it's some kind of rock concert. I mean, it's raining aluminum out there. Ryder's playing partner, Brian Harmon, is just trying to dodge flying cans. Imagine standing there, celebrating, and suddenly you're in the middle of what looks like Oktoberfest gone wrong. Cleanup crews had to come out, and it took a solid 15 minutes to clear the course. The players, stuck waiting while everyone else is having a grand old time. Don't get me wrong, it's cool to celebrate. Golf can be way too stiff sometimes, but throwing stuff on the course? That's pushing it. Let's keep the beer drinking in the stands and off the fairway. Ryder deserved all the applause for that shot, but next time, maybe just clap and cheer like normal people. Save the beer showers for after the game. And have a look on 2016 Waste Management Phoenix Open gift giving gone wrong. Okay, so picture this. Ricky Fowler is lining up at the 6th hole during the Waste Management Phoenix Open. A big moment, right? And out of nowhere, a fan hurls a golf ball onto the course. But wait, this wasn't just any golf ball, it had an earplug attached to it. Yeah, let that sink in for a second. A golf ball with an earplug. Fowler stops, looks at it, and you can practically see the "what the heck is this?" written all over his face. Here's the kicker, the fan claims it was a gift. Like, seriously? Who thinks that's a good idea? I get that fans sometimes want to interact with players, but this was just next level weird.
They told me to stop. They told me to stop before he teed off.
Was it supposed to mean something? A good luck charm maybe? Or was the guy just trying to stand out in the crowd? Either way, Fowler was as confused as the rest of us. Honestly, golfers don't want your random DIY projects mid-game. They're not there to collect trinkets. They're there to win. If you're in the stands, just cheer, clap, and maybe keep your weird gifts to yourself. Lastly, we have Brandon Matthews' unexpected lesson.
Obviously, playing in a major and...
Alright, imagine this. Brandon Matthews is lining up for the biggest putt of his life at the Argentine Open. If he sinks it, he keeps his playoff hopes alive and earns a ticket to the next year's Open Championship. Talk about pressure, right? He's focused.
Heard something in my backstroke and was at that point pretty disappointed.
Takes a deep breath, and just as he's about to swing, someone in the crowd yells. Like, not just a little cough or sneeze, but a full-on shout. Obviously, he misses the putt.
That the reaction in the gallery came from a fan with Down syndrome who lost control of his emotions in the moment.
Matthews was fuming, and honestly, who wouldn't be? He turned around, probably ready to throw some words at the fan, but the story takes a turn. Turns out the person who yelled had Down syndrome and wasn't trying to mess him up. He just got excited in the moment.
Is requested to meet the man, and these are the photos from that exchange.
When Matthews found out, he didn't stay angry. Instead, he asked to meet the fan, gave him a hug, a signed glove, and even shared a smile. Now, how classy is that? Matthews turned what could have been a bitter moment into a lesson in compassion. Sometimes it's not about the game or the competition. It's about seeing the human side of things. Golf's all about focus, sure, but Matthews showed that understanding can be even more important. Which of these wild moments stood out to you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, if you loved getting into golf's unpredictable and chaotic side, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe to our channel,